Namaste and welcome back, family. This is vlog 2 of my spiritual journey here. Real briefly, I just wanted to talk about an experience that I'm having with my spiritual journey. It's a challenge for sure. Okay, it's not gonna be easy, and I don't think it should be easy. But real quickly, yesterday I had a really long day at work, and I got home and I had a headache, and all I wanted to do was just relax. And I have 3 girls, and they all want my attention all at the same time. And my girlfriend and I had a bit of a disagreement, and I was so tired and so fed up that I slipped, and I just shut her down and became, I was just unkind. I wasn't mean. Well, I guess I could be mean, but it wasn't like violent or anything like that. I'm not that kind of person. But I did behave in a way that I know wasn't right. She walked away, and I felt pretty bad because she was asking me for help. She was asking me to help her. She wasn't feeling well, and she wasn't feeling herself. And me, in my own selfish way, I shut her down because I also wasn't feeling well, and I didn't feel like okay with helping her with her problems when I was dealing with my own problems. But I had some time to reflect shortly after, and you know, I realized that I could have been kind. I could have taken a different approach, and I think this journey is just about that. It's about watching myself very closely. You know, I'm not going to be perfect. I'm not always going to have the right reaction to things. In fact, I want to eliminate reactions altogether and respond to things rather than react to things. I remember a long time ago, a friend told me the difference between that, and he said when you're hospitalized, if they give you medication and you have a reaction, they keep you in because your body's having a reaction to the medication. But if your body responds well to the medication, then they send you home because you're responding well. And so that's the difference. The difference between reacting and responding is when somebody says something you don't like, you react immediately out of anger. That's not good. But allowing that anger to arise, but not acting on it, and then responding appropriately, I think that's the goal. And so, I had a hard time yesterday, but I managed at the end of the day to bring myself back to peace and back to love. And even though she had already gone to bed, I took a moment to meditate, and then I went and I helped. I rubbed her back, and I rubbed her legs, and the back of her neck, and just the way that I felt energetically when I was doing it with love, it felt different. I felt her ailments. I felt her pain and her suffering, and it was almost like my hands already knew which spots to massage so that she could feel better. And then she thanked me for being kind to her, and it's just really easy to do. It's so easy to do. The thing is that the mind makes it very difficult to do because it's stubborn, and it knows that it wants to continue in its stubbornness. And if I check myself, then that means that I have to correct it, and it doesn't like to be corrected. It avoids it at all costs, and I don't want to be that kind of person. So that's my journey. That's my log for today. Being kind is difficult, but it's also easy. And if I can give somebody advice out there, would be to just practice that. Watch your mind very closely. Your mind is a tool. It's separate from who you are, and it has these little habits, these little reactions that are patterns that just repeat themselves over and over again. And the key is to catch them in that action, and sort of give it no room for that behavior to continue, and expose the mind when it's wrong, and correct your actions from a place of love, and and a place of peace, which is accessible to everyone. So anyway, thank you all for joining me. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing. Hit the like button if you like it. Share it if you think somebody can use this. But I'll see you a little bit later. I might log one more time today. But I appreciate you taking these 5 to 6 minutes with me. Journey well, everyone.